He's 33 and he wants to win. Why wouldn't he want to go to New England? Now, everybody immediately assumes, oh, it's Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia isn't even a coordinator there. He's like going to be a consultant. He's not even a coordinator in New England. I mean, maybe it would be weird to be in the building, but I don't know. It didn't seem like Matt Patricia ever had a problem with Matt Stafford. I think he liked him. He had a problem with Darius Slay. He had a problem with other guys. This is about the system not being nearly as attractive when Tom Brady's no longer part of the system. Everybody always considered this a great job. Oh, my God, you got to play for New England and Belichick. A system's unbelievable. But Belichick now controls personnel, and they can't draft skill people. And it's cold, and it's outdoors, and they got no weapons, and they don't spend big money on free agency because they want everybody to take a pay cut. Isn't it funny how attractive the Patriots job looked as a quarterback when Brady was there? And Brady leaves, A. B, they start losing. C, Matt Stafford's like, I'll go anywhere but New England. Tom bought into the system. It's like Tim Duncan with the Spurs bought into Popovich. Once Duncan left, Kawhi Leonard said, this isn't interesting at all. This guy's old and rigid. I don't like him. You need the star player to buy into the system. Take a pay cut. Go to similar age guys and sell them on the system. Folks, you take Brady out of the system, Matt Stafford's like, last place I want to go. It's like you take gambling out of Vegas, it's just Phoenix with fewer old people. It's just too damn hot 5 months a year. So I think it's interesting that of all the places, you know, since Belichick in the last 8 to 10 years has taken over personnel, they just don't draft as well. Find their stars. And I thought this was interesting. One of the things, I wrote about this in my first book. There's a story behind the story. And Joy and I's job, I think Joy's does it as well as anybody I've ever worked with. People can say things, but what are they really saying? So last Wednesday, Tom Curran, best reporter in Boston on the Patriots, suddenly reported, out of the blue, Patriots will reportedly be, quote, uncharacteristically aggressive this offseason. It's interesting. How did that get out? Things get out of New England when New England wants things to get out. Why did that story leak? Because they were in trade talks to get Matt Stafford. And the Rams were in trade talks to get Matt Stafford, and Matt Stafford's agent told him. And the Patriots, knowing the Rams are a go-for-it franchise, Jalen Ramsey, Brandon Cooks, they are a go-for-it franchise. They'll bring free agents in. They don't care. Stafford like, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. And the Patriots don't. So the Patriots leaked it. Oh, this year's different. Oh, no. The old way isn't out. We're going to be uncharacteristically aggressive. They were in a fight to get Stafford. And they knew Stafford was a preferred L.A., where they've got an offensive coach, where the weather's better, and it's a go-for-it franchise that makes deals and pays players and never has a problem paying players. They'll give you draft picks all day, but they'll pay players. They'll pay Ramsey. They'll pay Donald. They paid Gurley. They paid Goff. They pay Cooper Kupp. They'll pay guys. So the story behind the story. That system, it's funny when Tom leaves. Danny Amendola was on First Things First this morning.
When you see Patriot Way in the dictionary, it's going to have Tom Brady's name next to it. None of those coaches threw any passes. None of those coaches caught any passes. None of those coaches made any tackles. They got guys in the right position because they watch a lot of film and they spend all their time at the facility. But Tom Brady is the Patriot Way, and that's the reason why Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl right now, and the Patriots aren't.
Yeah, that's kind of harsh. And remember, I'm always considered a Patriot homer. But when that story leaked last Wednesday to the best Boston Patriot reporter, why did it get out? They were fighting for Stafford with the Rams and others. And Stafford smartly chose the franchise with an offensive coach, with a rich owner that will spend big money to get their quarterback help. Joy Taylor with the news.